Klaus Oppenheimer, you are now a photographer, but you haven't always been a photographer.
Always tried, always been in all sorts of things, but I've never been what you've kindly mentioned I do today. I do it now because I've stopped working, and I now have the first time in my life where there's the time to do the things that you want to do.
Are you living your childhood through your photography?
Going through, yes.
Yeah. And it's a difficult question, we've discussed it shortly. What do you look for when you look to take an image, make an image?
You know, I mentioned to you, it's very difficult, but at the end of the day, I suppose you go for getting past something, seeing something. I think light is obviously one of the first things, in my case anyway. When you see at the time of the day, usually in the afternoon, rather even in the morning, there's wonderful things that happen to wherever you are. And it doesn't matter whether you're in the sea or out in the veldt or whatever it is.
Your photographs are very zen in that they don't seem to me to provide the whole picture, but rather an abstract of part of a picture. I can see in every single one of your images that there's a whole story around the image. Is it very important for you to capture that spirit?
I think that each one tells you something of the story that really gets you to the right view into a direction that you think is going to pick it out for you. As I think I may have mentioned many times, you know, the best photographs I've ever taken are the ones that I've never taken a photograph of. They're still in your head. And what a pity that you can't get them all out exactly at the right time.
The crunch noise that you can hear off camera is your dog Nandi. Do you get a lot of inspiration from homely kind of things, or are you looking for great art in your work?
Well, the dog, I must come for a moment very quickly. It says, this is Nandi, and this is a terribly important part of my life. Apart from all the work that my dear wife, Jetty, takes care of me, Nandi here is very, very special, and she looks after me and she makes sure that I'm doing the right things in life, you see. Now, between her and my wife, Jetty, I have to just get organized onto the right way. And if I don't take the right photographs on the right way, Jetty will be very sure to look at me and say, I don't think this is one of the best you've ever made.
So you've got a good critic. And
you've got to think about that again twice, you know. But she knows my work probably better than most.
You've come back from serious illness to a photographer of, to me, extreme worth and great worth. Do you think that the photography was an important part of your recovery?
No, you know, I think one has simply done more now. I've done more since I was, as you say, sick. You lose your head. It's not a very nice thing to happen to you, but I've been extremely lucky because I've made it not as easy to talk as I used to be able to do, which is probably a good thing because I talk too much anyway. But no, you do learn a great deal. Obviously, it's the first time for about 10 years that I've been able to do photographs a great deal. And in the old days, whilst I did quite a lot, it was never been able to spend that much time. Makes a big difference. And I think that hopefully the information shows that change is a little better than it was.
You've been working in the local Myfanwy township, and you've produced a book about it. What was your experience there, and how did you come about doing this book?
Well, you know, this Myfanwy, which is called Home to a Special People, that took me the better part of a year, one way or the other, and started me to just go and see what most people that even lives in our town have been absolutely nowhere near it.
Yeah.
And for me to go through inside and to meet the people and just to take photographs, this was a totally different way of taking photographs from one normally gets involved in. I found the people unbelievable. They asked me, what were you doing? And I said, well, I want to try and get a book done. And what I would hope is that one day we get enough of these made to make enough money for you to give the children some of that money. But that's a different story. The fact is I walked around, they helped me. I've never met anybody that is as wonderful. I had no problems whatsoever to take photographs. Many of them asked me whether I would go into their house. It wasn't even a question of asking, may I come in to see you? Believe it or not, even those places so small are very happy about what they've got there. And they've taken Kwalawina to its own special place. My friend Mike Wells helped the job here of putting the story together. And the book, as you see, is a tiny little thing, which is still fun for me occasionally to look at. When we have people coming from overseas and we show this to them, one of the things I can tell them is that what you see of South Africa are not necessarily people who are having themselves shot and people being hit and things being badly in life itself. These are people who live together and manage to love a wonderful life of themselves and enjoy other people as well, to enjoy life with them.
Klaus, if one wanted to buy a copy of that book, can you reproduce them in short notes? They
are, all these books are available from the United States. You can actually get it if you go via
the Klaus Oppenheimer website.
Indeed.